Coming up on Business Matters, could Royal Mail deliver cuts to its services? Royal Mail has warned that up to 1,000 jobs could be axed under plans to scrap Saturday second-class letter deliveries and reduce the service to every other weekday. In its submissions to Ofcom, Royal Mail says the cuts to non-first-class letter deliveries could save up to £300 million a year. It would, however, keep a 6-day-a-week service for first-class mail. Royal Mail claims the proposal is designed to create a more financially stable future for the business, as well as protecting tens of thousands of jobs. Well, joining us is Kat Hobbs, who has a different perspective. She's founder of We Own It, which campaigns against the privatisation of public services. What's your reaction then, Kat?
I think this proposal from Royal Mail is absolutely outrageous, and it highlights all of the reasons why Royal Mail belongs in public ownership and should never have been privatised. Royal Mail was privatised 10 years ago. We were promised that we would see no reduction in service, that we would carry on having the service that we've had in terms of letters being delivered 6 days a week from Land's End in Cornwall to John O'Groats in Scotland, and that privatisation would actually be a good thing for the service. Now, of course, people actually didn't want Royal Mail to be privatised, and they still don't. So 68% of us in the UK think Royal Mail should be in public ownership. And we've been proved right, because what this shows is that Royal Mail is being run for profit, not for people, not for us, the public, who are waiting for our letters and our parcels. Royal Mail is crucial to our economy, and the impact of this, not just on our lives and us being able to receive our birthday cards and our bank cards and our information about doctor's appointments, but the wider impact of that as well on the economy is horrific.
Royal Mail say these plans are all about creating a financially sustainable future. When you hear that phrase, what thoughts go through your mind?
So I think it's about financially sustainable for who? So the biggest shareholder in Royal Mail is a company called Vesa Equity, which is owned by a Czech billionaire who likes to buy up these kind of monopoly assets around the world and profit from them. Good for him, but why are we allowing him to have a piece of our Royal Mail and profit from it? So on average, around 250 million is flowing out every year to shareholders in dividends. Now, when you look at the proposals here for cutting back our service, they're talking about saving a similar amount of money. Well, how about we just take the shareholders out of the equation so that we're not running our Royal Mail for the benefit of a Czech billionaire, but instead we could run it for households in the UK.
There's no guarantee, though, Kat, is there, that if services went back into nationalised hands, that services would get any better?
I think if you look at privatisation across the board, again and again we get these promises. What we see is the opposite. Costs go up, we see quality go down, and we lose accountability. A first-class stamp is now £1.35. That's an absolute rip-off. And where's the money going? Well, it's going to Daniel Kretinsky, the Czech billionaire who owns the biggest stake in Royal Mail, because they're no longer working for us. They're working for a handful of generally investors around the globe.